loose ball, and it's going to go. Maddie buries it in the net to tie it. It's good! As part of our ongoing partnership with Dartmouth Community Media, Fred TV has hit the road today for the Dartmouth Durfee boys soccer matchup. We saw girls soccer earlier this year. Today, boys soccer from Dartmouth Memorial Stadium. Hello again, everybody. I'm Evan Massoud. Welcome to the town of Dartmouth. So as you know, we always do the road games, usually with DCTV. I'm one of their guest broadcasters. Today we've hit the road to help them out, since they usually help us out by crewing those games. So great to be here. It's a matchup that I always enjoy because these two teams play each other really tough. Even before they were conference opponents, this was a game I loved to be at and I loved to do. This is game 2 for Durfee versus Dartmouth here in fall 2023. The Hilltoppers lost earlier in the season on their home field to the Indians, a 2-1 final, very close game. That was actually the game prior to our last broadcast of boys soccer, which was the tie against New Bedford. Now coming into play today, Durfee with 6 wins, 2 ties, so just a couple points away from yet another playoff berth. This team is always a contender to get into the MIAA state tournament. On the other side, Dartmouth at 5-6, looking for a little spark and looking to stop a small skid. They're 2-2 in their last 2 games. That includes 2 shutout wins, but they've lost 2 straight. So, and those 2 losses coming in conference play to Brockton and to New Bedford. So for both sides, a win would be very big at this point in the season. The Hilltoppers usually bounce back a second time that they face a team. So, coming in on the road and not on a 2-game losing streak, I give the Hilltoppers a little bit of an upper hand today, but these are 2 very evenly matched squads, and I expect a great match tonight. Stick around. Live coverage coming to you next from Dartmouth.
Hello, I'm Kim Smith, Executive Director of United Way of Greater Fall River.
And I'm Janine Pahorley, Director of Marketing and Community Engagement. United Way of Greater Fall River makes transformative impacts where we live, work, and play.
Our yearly fundraising campaign kicks off Saturday, October 21st, with our 4th annual United We Move Trail Fest. This family-friendly event has routes for all levels, so everyone is welcome to walk, run, or ride with us.
The recreational assets of our area are as diverse as our people. United We Move takes place in the Fall River Bioreserve to promote healthy habits and environmental stewardship.
Every mile we move together contributes to our goal of $1,125,000, which is reinvested locally to assist vulnerable populations.
Join us Saturday, October 21st. The fun continues long past the finish line. Pop's Mobile Brick Oven Pizza and Dorothy Cox Ice Cream Cart will serve slices and sweets. The Trustees Adventure Van and music by Louis Lehman will have everyone moving.
We're also collaborating with the Rotary Club of Fall River and Got Sneakers. So bring your unwanted sneakers to United We Move. Regardless of the condition, Got Sneakers Zero Waste Recycling ensures those old sneakers won't ever see a landfill.
Registration and volunteer opportunities are open. To sign up, visit www.uwgfr.org/UnitedWeMove.
Welcome back, everybody, to Dartmouth Memorial Stadium. You see the teams are meeting up there, the captains and officials for the coin toss. Great to be with you on this Tuesday, October 17th. Man, this fall season has just flown by. And next week, we have some senior night games this week down in Fall River here, and for Durfee, and then of course next week a few as well. Boys soccer being one of them. We'll see this team one more time before playoffs a week from tonight, as they'll host BR. But the fall season has gone by in a flash, that's for sure, as we're already down to the final week and a half of the regular season before the tournament seedings come out. So exciting, and this Durfee team should be in. And in fact, Coach Tiberio Mello explaining there were a couple last-minute changes to the schedule. So actually tonight, if Durfee wins, they are in the playoffs. They're officially in with a win today. So the Hilltoppers hoping to do it against a team that they lost to earlier this year and take care of business here on the road. .59 degrees, partly cloudy. Had a couple drizzles. It got kind of dark on our way up here, but that has since passed, it appears. And we'll have fading sun to stadium lights throughout these next, say, hour and a half to 2 hours of coverage. Conference game, so 3 officials. And the line judges working the sidelines will have flags for possession, and our main official in the middle of the field. Dartmouth wearing their home green uniforms, which always look sharp. There's not enough teams wearing green on the South Coast. A lot of blue, a lot of red, a lot of black, a lot of white. But not enough teams that wear green. Dartmouth, one of the few. Bishop Feehan, we used to see green. A couple of the teams in the Mayflower when we do diamond coverage. Durfee in their road whites, which are new uniforms this year. Some kind of striping accents along the sleeves that look sharp as well. We welcome our friends in the town of Dartmouth who are watching here. As I said in the open, Fred TV, DC TV, proud to have this collaboration and this relationship here to bring both communities coverage. So with lots of town meetings and stuff going on today for DC TV and all the help DC TV provides us by crewing the Durfee road games that I broadcast for both communities. Happy to help out and bring a cameraman up here so we could cover the road game for both communities on Fred TV. So happy to help out Peter Chase and our buddies over at DC TV. 40-minute halves, as you know, that's the deal. And a shot taken early, that one just over the crossbar. I mean, Ignacio tracking it the whole way, but Dartmouth sending one and putting one on net, on target, right in the early going. The first game between these two sides, Coach Mello of the Hilltoppers really thought that Durfee controlled that game. He said, you know, rarely do you leave a game as a coach after a loss and not feel upset. You know, and he says, honestly, he says, we did everything we should have to win the game. And, you know, sometimes, he says, that's soccer. Sometimes you just, you know, a little bit of luck goes one way and not yours, and that's what happened. Handball there, nothing you could do off the kick from Landon Cabral. So that's really the short story of it is that, you know, Durfee did control, he felt, most of that game, but Dartmouth able to net 2 goals. One of them was on a penalty, and we've seen how penalty kicks can play a factor in a game. Durfee, we saw that last year in the New Bedford game. So actually in both New Bedford games, really, last year. So it seems like we've had more penalty kicks over the last couple of years than I can remember really ever having. In fact, the penalty kick I'm referencing is in our broadcast intro there, the opening montage, the 30-second open. So, you know, it's one of those things, and maybe it's just more aggressiveness and players not wanting to stop when they get out into the box, and they're drawing the fouls. That's going to go out of play. I do have to say, I love broadcasting games here, and there's nothing wrong with Durfee. I mean, the facilities are gorgeous now with the new fields and whatnot, but this press box, a little higher, kind of like Diamond. Diamond's even higher, but this here, higher than at Durfee, and not having a track is just huge because we're right on the field. It's a totally different perspective, especially trying to see what's going on when they get to the other side I mean, we're 25 yards closer here than we are at Durfee. It's such a difference. So I really do enjoy calling games here because you feel like you're right on top of everything, which we pretty much are. Let's run down the starters here. We're going to have a free kick for the home team. Luke Bassett getting ready to set and fire here, but we'll take the Hilltoppers, who are the visiting team today, right after the free kick as that's sent toward the box and headed right back out. For Durfee, we have number 3, Selvin Marquez, number 4, Crispin Sokol, number 5, Matthew Almeida, number 7, Lens Bursequote, number 8, Patrick Barros, number 10, Gilberto Correa, number 11, Evan Carvalho, and number 17, Gabriel Ferreira, number 21, Kawa Damas, and number 24, Darren Flores. In goal for Durfee, number 12, Xavier Anasio, the junior keeper. For the Dartmouth Indians, number 3, Landon Raposa, number 7, Lucas Martinez, number 9, Tyler Medeiros, number 10, Nicholas Sylvia, number 11, Landon Cabral, number 13, Lucas Macedo, number 15, Owen Carter, number 17, Andrew Souza, number 18, Luke Bassett, number 20, Lennox Masuko, and in goal, also a junior, for Dartmouth, number 1, Carter Bates. And a collision there. Bates has to kind of pirouette and then fall on the ball, but credit Ferreira for Durfee. He ran right through the pile, locking arms basically with Dartmouth's defense and not giving an inch, and almost jarred that ball loose to an open net. Good kick on up ahead there by Raposa. Tried to beat Carvalho and was unsuccessful in doing so. Carvalho very fast. Coach Silva, excuse me, for Dartmouth. You know, I asked him, I said, you know, what went right for you in that first game, which they won, of course. You know, what could you learn from that game to try to pull off the win again today? I mean, always tough to beat a team twice in a season, right? Especially when, you know, the matchups are pretty spread out, which personally I like that. I really dislike when you see a team, you know, 1 week and then 10 days later the rematch. Sure, the results from the first game and what you witnessed are fresh in your mind, but teams, when you face them earlier in the year and then, say, 10 games go by and then you face them again, teams change so much, and I personally really like those matchups better. Why? Well, because with that growth, the teams are different, and so you can't just rely on, in a lot of instances, you know, the same game plan. So you have to rely on tape. It's about coaching. It's about adjustments by the players and coaches. I like that a lot. It just, to me, aids to a more exciting game because, again, everything's not just fresh in your mind. Passing the defense, Ignacio has to backtrack. Raposa will take a shot, trying to center one, and the Hilltoppers clear it for the moment. Still down in the zone on the ground. Shot was taken by Sylvia, could not get it past that frontline defense of the Hilltoppers led by Carvalho, but a great opportunity there for the Indians. Now Durfee the other way. Ferreira jars it loose, backpedaling, going to take a shot. It's deflected off of Medeiros, and it comes to the side. Wow, what a wild 20 seconds right there for both sides, really. One of the things that Coach Silva was mentioning, really in, you know, complimenting Durfee, is that Hilltoppers are very technical, and he says, and more aggressive to the ball. He says he was saying that he would like to see his Indians be a little more aggressive and confident, really, to win those loose ball battles. You know what I mean? So the ball's down the field, and we kind of saw it there with Raposa. He put the pedal down, but when the ball's landing in the middle of the field, not to kind of back up on it, not to give it space, but to go right at it, challenge the opponent. And he says, that's something that as they go down the stretch here, he would like to see a little more of. This Dartmouth team not out of the hunt for a playoff spot by any stretch at 5-6. So, they still have games left on the year to get it done. 4 more after today, and winnable games. They beat Apponequet. They'll see Apponequet again. They beat New Bedford Volk. They're going to see them again. North Attleboro was a 2-1 loss. Could have gone either way, right? So that's a tight game, a 1-score game. And Bridgewater Raynham they beat 4-1. So of their next, and they beat Durfee the first time. So you're looking at, if you include today, these last 5 games for Dartmouth, they're 4-1 in those matchups. So this is not out of the question that the Indians could earn a playoff spot. I mean, you got to win half your games. So at 5-6, they need a few wins here, but not out of the question. I said to Coach, this is a matchup that, and I said it in the open as well, that I always loved because, it's 2 communities that are close to each other. A lot of the players know each other from off the field, and it's just one of those matchups as that crosses the goal. Ferreira keeps it in front. Shot taken is blocked by Dartmouth's defender. I believe that was Medeiros. It was, and now Bates makes a save. Rebound comes out to Medeiros, and a whistle sounds. This matchup we saw many times. This was a very chippy matchup. Some tight games, both sidelines, and getting frustrated with some calls and whatnot. I mean, it lent itself to some really wild games here at this stadium, and it made for great soccer. So this year, like I said, Coach Silva hoping for a little more aggressiveness as the tail end of the season here, and hopefully a playoff push for his Indians. 10 minutes gone here at Memorial Stadium. That one lofted all the way down the field. Ignacio can backpedal. They'll dump it off to him. Towards the sideline. Kept in off the toes for the moment. Rolls past midfield and out of bounds. And it'll be a throw for Medeiros. I like the, this is the first time I've honestly ever noticed it, and it could also be because we're closer to the field, but I don't recall seeing these at Durfee, is armbands for the captains. So you can see who the captains are out on the field. I like that. Dartmouth captains sporting a pink wristband with a C on it, and Durfee yellow. As football was here, Durfee visited Dartmouth last Friday. Nice to had a nice initiative here in Dartmouth. They did senior appreciation night, and in conjunction with the Council on Aging, got a chance to meet the director for the Council on Aging and superintendent here in Dartmouth as well, which was great. Amy DePietro from Council on Aging and Dr. June Saber-McGuire, your superintendent here in Dartmouth. Great to meet them both, and nice initiative. They had almost a sold-out crowd here. At least the home bleachers were totally full, and so lent itself to a nice atmosphere. Pass on up ahead. Hilltoppers looking for the strike, and it's off the side of the net on a hot shot from Ferreira, who's got some looks here in the opening few minutes. Out of bounds. And it'll be Durfee's ball as Bersiquo. Oh, no, excuse me. It is Dartmouth's ball here. Cabral with the throw in. Short throw to Bissett, who loses it. Bersiquo weaving through. Bersiquo been on varsity since he was an underclassman, now a senior this year. He's had a nice high school career. There's a push down, a little bit of a shove in the back of Cabral. No foul against the Hilltoppers. Blocked kick from Correa. And now a whistle. Dartmouth will have the free kick. We got a busy week here in Fall River. We had school committee meeting amongst other meetings last night. Tonight we got sports, more meetings. There's a debate on Channel 95 later this evening as well, the city council debate. Tomorrow, we sponsoring, Fred TV sponsoring the school committee debate in conjunction with our Durfee student government. Kids worked really hard for student body officers, president, VP, secretary, and treasurer. Worked very hard on the questions, and it's the students' opportunity to ask questions of those who are being, who are running for office. And I'm happy with their questions. I thought they did a good job over this last week of really honing in, what they want to ask. And at Fred TV, just like educational stuff that happens at DCTV at the high school with Rob Parati and his students, it's all about, getting the students involved. That's the whole point. Media literacy, and also involved in community and understanding. I mean, we're talking some current and mostly future voters. So you got to engage them now. Voter turnout is bad everywhere. And if you don't engage them, at a younger age, and no one's going to vote in elections. It's crazy. So we've seen really bad turnouts in Fall River, and it's unfortunate. So, our goal here is to, give the students a voice. We're the educational channel, and to, again, hopefully help students learn what an election process is about, really. So we're looking forward to that. We've done this, the last 2 election cycles, and here we are now 2 years later doing our 3rd. That's live tomorrow night on Fred TV at 6:30 from the Durfee Auditorium. And then Friday this week, more sports. On Thursday, we're back home. Girls soccer is at 3 o'clock, an earlier start. That was supposed to be in the evening, but New Bedford had some conflicts in the evening at their school, so the game moved up to 3 o'clock. Another nice afternoon game, as that's right into the hands of Bates. We've done so many night games over the last few years because all the conference games back at Durfee are usually 6 o'clock. I have to say, some of these daytime games are great. I have missed doing some afternoon games. So 3 o'clock start for Durfee girls soccer on Thursday, and then field hockey on Friday, also against New Bedford, and that's going to be senior night for the Hilltoppers. That one popped up in the air about 20 yards distance and off the head there of Cavallo. Lofted down the field, looking for Bersiquo, and it was sent back by Medeiros, also off his head, and now hands called against the Hilltoppers. Sylvia sending it to Medeiros. That one maybe a little off the toes, kind of faded. It looked like it was going down the field and kind of faded toward the sideline, had a bit of a tail to it. Pass to this side here to Correa. On the ground. Clear it out. That was sent to Barros. And Medeiros gives it a big time ride. And a foot race to the ball. Durfee will defend as Sokol gets there and kicks it out of bounds. And looks like the fence kept it in. And Dartmouth will have a corner. It's the first corner kick of the game. And we got a player down, so stop the clock here at 21:25. That player down is Evan Carvalho. Kind of stiff right leg there, having trouble putting some weight on it. He'll limp off, twisted up, walking very gingerly. So Carvalho out for the time being now. And we'll resume play. Header comes out, but shot taken, oh, right off the face. That's gotta hurt. Bissett took a shot. And it goes over the net on the second chance here for the Indians. Dicey moment there for Durfee. Inacio will kick it away. Saw some of the cross-country runners there getting their reps in here. Kind of a cool route, a lot of hills. That's coming into the stands and over the stands. Halfway through the first half. Scoreless from Dartmouth. Evan Massoud with you as we're waiting for Medeiros' throw. Good, strong throw. A lot of distance, a lot of hang time on it. And hands called there against Macedo. Unable to settle it from Bogan, who will kick it away now. Not sure what Raposa's arguing about. Clearly a handball against Dartmouth. Barros trying to get around Masuko on the far side. Now double teamed. Shot taken, and Bates able to make the block, and he'll recover on the short rebound there that drifted away. Nobody was nearby on the long-range shot taken by the Hilltoppers. Good feed toward the box, but well defended. Masuko was there amongst two Hilltoppers and able to put his head on it. Sokol wins that battle. They'll send it over to Inacio, who will play it, trying to kind of play keep away with Macedo. Macedo and Raposa, two sophomore starters on this team, the only two underclassmen for the Indians, and both starters for Coach Silva. Another free kick coming for the Hilltoppers as Bogan sends it away. Bersiquo off the head to Ferreira off the head, and now back to Ferreira as he'll try to settle it. Got it past Medeiros. Now Bersiquo. Dartmouth making a substitution. Martinez coming out. That was the quick pause there. And now back at another throw for the Indians coming. Offsides. Macedo just a little too far ahead, a little too antsy there. Ball comes back just outside the box, and a free kick for Durfee. Good send. That's some serious hang time. Medeiros again off the head. Scanning the field, there's Flores. And a little lofter toward the box. Ferreira in a collision with Medeiros, trying to do something from the ground. Durfee still has the ball up the field. Shot taken, and Bates makes the save again. He's been busy. Durfee testing Carter Bates here in this first half. And Bates has answered the call. No goals allowed so far. Down the field, Raposa with Bogan. Deep in the corner. And a corner kick coming for the Indians. Just the second corner kick of the game. Both have gone to Dartmouth. That one on the ground. It's going to come out. Shot taken by Bissett. Still on the ground. Redirected. A lot of spin on it. And it's going to roll all the way to the other side. And out of play. Durfee will throw from deep down the field. First, a quick substitution for the Hilltoppers. Elder Gomez going to come into the game. And Ferreira going to take a seat. Ferreira, a junior for the Hilltoppers. Indians with on offsides again, well offsides that time, no doubt. Barros loses it. Correa passing back to Sokol. Down the field off the head of Souza. Now Masuko on the far side. Good pass to Carvalho. Trying to kick it back was Flores. And Sokol will get there. Barros back to Sokol again. Now to Carvalho, back to Barros. Spreading the field. Hilltoppers really passing well, just unable to get some space. Good pass from, that was Bogan to Gomez, who took the shot, and it goes out of bounds. And Martinez will check back in for the Indians. Off comes Sylvia. That's onside, and Raposo has speed. He's tripped up on the way, and no whistle. My goodness, that I'm surprised. Shot taken, goes wide left, but that was, in my opinion, a foul. Carvalho going to the far side. Nice quick pass there to Damas. Barros down in the corner with Masuko now. Has Damas next to him. Retreating. Gets it to Flores. Back to him. Looking for space. Down in the box. Shot taken. Loose ball in front. And Bates comes back from the ground to make the save. Unreal. That was tremendous. Out of bounds, but a lot of speed there. Cabral coming flying in to break it up. Quick throw in from Bogan to Correa. I kept saying Carvalho, I'm sorry. Number 10 is Correa. Number 11 is Carvalho, and he's still on the bench after coming out. So Correa, number 10, Gilberto Correa. And Sokol down there to gather that, and he will throw in. Another chance for Durfee. They have numbers. Great pass, and that will be the first goal. Hilltoppers strike first. And it's Bursaquo up the field. Goal coming at 31 minutes and 13 seconds here in the first. That was just an absolutely beautiful setup. Hilltoppers have had a couple of those, and Bates has really been strong, but that one, picture perfect for Durfee as they take the 1-0 lead. with less than 10 minutes to play in this first half. So Bogan took that away. I'm going to call it right there as an example, and believe me, I'm not picking on Raposa. I'm just using this as an example. When we heard Coach Silva saying he wants his players to be more aggressive to the ball to win those battles. As soon as that ball was passed, Raposa was waiting for it to get to him instead of going to it. Meanwhile, you have Bogan for Durfee breaking behind you full sprint to get it, and look what happened. He got possession of the ball and the throw, and it kept the ball up the field for Durfee. So those are the things. That's exactly what Coach is talking about. And, you know, for Raposa, he's only a sophomore. Obviously, with time, more confidence he'll even get to do that. But it could be anybody. Raposa just happened to be the one. But in general, in that situation, right, you don't want to wait for the ball to come to you. Not in a tight spot. You're right along the sideline. You don't have the right side to go. You can only move left, and you have players closing. You got to win that battle. So those are the little things that Coach Silva was mentioning. As we have a free kick coming from down the field, almost towards the corner, or almost in the corner, really. As that comes up, and Raposa gets a foot on it, deflecting it to Macedo. Macedo through two Hilltoppers down the field, showing some speed. Left foot gets tripped up in the box. Ignacio makes the save, a late whistle, and I believe we're going to have a penalty kick here, which is the last thing I was just about to say. You finally broke through, Durfee, and beat Bates after some great goaltending. You don't want to do something that's going to allow Dartmouth to try to answer you in these final couple minutes of the half, and what do you got? You got to deal with a penalty kick here. And all the credit in the world goes to Macedo because he sprinted, won the battle, and basically made it a one-man show for 40 yards plus down this field to even earn this. So it's going to be Sylvia with the kick for the Indians. And it's good. That is highly unfortunate for Durfee after just scoring literally less than 5 minutes ago. This one at 34:07, the penalty kick by number 10 for Dartmouth, Nicholas Sylvia, one of the captains, and it's a 1-1 game. Barros up the field to Bersiquo, who just scored for Durfee. Now off toward the sideline and out of play. Should be a throw for the Hilltoppers, and it is. As Marquez calling for the ball. Good, strong throw, and it's off of Dartmouth, out of bounds. And now Durfee will get their first corner kick of the game, and it comes inside 5 minutes. That's Barros who will send it away. Header in front, or an attempt at a header in front, I should say. And it goes all the way to the sideline. Raposa's there to gather it. Slow to get up with Flores for Durfee, but he is back on his feet and jogging up towards the middle of the field. It'll be a throw for the Indians. Freitas called on a foul. Freitas was the one who got bumped in the back by Bogan, who's going to get the free kick here for the Hilltoppers. A couple non-calls, going in Durfee's favor here on the road. Kind of surprising, honestly. Ignacio sending it back. It got by Sylvia. Almost lost his balance, and now Correa trying to keep it away from him. Comes flying in, Correa does. Trying to get back by Raposa, and he does. Sends it across midfield again. Nice pass there to Damas, and he's taken down. And another free kick for the Hilltoppers. It's from a good spot in the field. Anytime you get the free kick from inside the 25, you can get just enough elevation to get over players and hopefully have that trajectory, land in the upper part of the goal, out of reach of the goalie. We've seen that quite a few times over the years. Dartmouth still not 10 yards back. They're only 9 yards back. And I thought it was supposed to be 10, not giving them the 10. The officials not giving Durfee a full 10 there. Bates making that play. It probably was going out of bounds anyway. Didn't look like it would have wrapped in the post. But scooping it anyway and keeping it a live ball. Sent to the other side. Raposa tracking. Almeida. Lost a foot race, but Inacio winning the battle. As we roll up on 2 minutes, clock will stop here in the stadium, but we'll keep it rolling for you at home. That's a high pop-up coming sky high. Gomez, Bogan with a big-time send, and Bates will come out and make a grab on it. He'll throw it far side. Masuko, a good pass, slowed up there by Marquez. Foot race to the ball now as Souza had Barros and Bersiquo on his heels. That went backwards, not what Correa wanted. And will it stay in? Yes, it will, as speeding down was Cabral. Bissett with a slow pass. Does the job, though, for the moment. Now jarred away by the Hilltoppers, and Durfee will go back up the field again. That's a beautiful pass in traffic. Shot! It's good! Unbelievable! What a feed to Barros! 2-1. Onside, on the money. Inacio come in to make the play. As our timer here winding down to 10 seconds, unofficially. Oh, and there's the half, so we're a couple ticks behind. But there we go. What a wild ending to this first half as 40 minutes are in the books. 2-1, Durfee with the lead here. All three goals coming inside of 10 minutes. Here, Durfee scored first at 31-13. Lenz Bersiquo breaking the ice. 3 minutes later, the penalty kick and goal for Sylvia to tie it. And now here in the 39th minute of the 40-minute half, an incredible feed to Barros in stride for the 2-1 score. Hilltoppers up by 1 here as we head to the halftime break. 9 minutes and change on the clock. We'll be back with the second half From Dartmouth Memorial Stadium, live. Stay with us.
Hi, I'm Pamela Martin from FRG TV.
And I'm Keith Tebow from FRC Media.
Join us on Tuesday, November 7th, as we track polling numbers from the Fall River Biennial Municipal Election.
Our live coverage begins at 8 o'clock as we bring you election results from all 27 precincts.
And our camera crew will be canvassing the city all day, as well as making stops at the candidates' headquarters.
You can watch us live on FRG TV Channel 18, FRC Media Channel 95, and on our Facebook pages.
And for you candidates, we will be broadcasting from our Fred TV studio at the new Durfee High School. Make it a point to stop by. Join us on the air.
Polls are open from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. And remember, do your civic duty and vote.
That's right, and we'll see you right here on election night, November 7th.
Even when we get new principals, they're being told by staff in their office, oh yes, we participate. We always participate. So when we started it, it was great to get the 100%. But now, again, it's a thing. We do it. There's just no question about it. So 100% participation with 16 schools, that's not bad at all.
There are different ways that you can get out and get active. We led last year with a monthly newsletter going out. Hey, this is what we're going to be covering in physical education, and here are opportunities throughout the city, places, sports programs, recreation, dance, whatever it might be, and showing them that, you know, you may not have to play a sport, but you can go take advantage of the YMCA, the Boys and Girls Club, CD Rec. Some people may not know where that is or know that's available to them.
In the 12 years, I can only remember one day when it was pretty much rainy and inclement, and there were schools that still walked with umbrellas, and there were some that made up for it later in the week. So we do it. We make it happen no matter what the weather.
I'm Alan McNamara, CEO of Main Street Projects.
And I'm Kristen Cantara Oliveira, Vice Chair of the Community Preservation Committee.
The Bradford Durfee Textile College was a prominent training center for over a century.
A critical resource that prepared thousands of young people and immigrants to gain employment.
In 1899, the state invested approximately $75,000 to construct the Bradford Durfee Textile College, named after one of the city's leading industrialists.
As technology evolved, so did the curriculum, to include classes such as mechanical engineering.
But after years of accumulating wealth, northern mill owners could not compete with mills in the south.
Alan Macumber and members of the Community Preservation Committee envisioned a transformative project to stave off demolition.
The Durfee Textile College is now a vital cornerstone of downtown revitalization. Each of the 55 law-style apartments are uniquely designed with a comfortable blend of errors.
11 of those 55 units meet affordable housing regulations set by the CPC Community Housing Fund.
Members of the Historical Commission advocated for renovation over replacement. The 100,000 square foot building contains original flooring, brick walls, staircases, and doors. New construction replicates craftsmanship of 130 years earlier.
CPA funds have supported thousands of significant projects in Massachusetts. Thank you for your continued interest in community beautification and betterment.
Fall River Public Schools has opportunities for positions in multiple areas for people looking to work with the next generation. Come grow with our team. We have openings for teachers, paraprofessionals, and teaching assistants, and other educational support positions available. We are also looking to fill operations support positions such as custodial, security, and food service. We offer competitive salary and benefit plans. We have rewarding work available in our 21st century schools and learning environments. Come grow with us. Please contact the Human Resources Department at 508-675-8420, extension 53708, or see our postings on our website at fallriverschools.org.
Hi, my name is Laura Ferrera. I am the Director of Traffic and Parking for the City of Fall River. As the school year begins, we want to remind everyone of the school zone safety laws. Crosswalks are here for a reason, your safety. Please use them. Always wait for a crossing guard to stop traffic and escort you safely. Drivers, please use caution when entering a school zone. 20-mile-per-hour speed limits are strictly enforced as mandated by state law. By being respectful and patient with one another, we can all arrive at our destination on time and in one piece. Thank you for your attention. If you have concerns or questions, please contact my office at 508-324-2123. Let's have a wonderful school year.
I'm Mike Labossiere, What's Upper Reservation Forester.
And I'm Paul Ferland, the Administrator of Community Utilities.
Protecting open space is a benefit today, and it's a gift to future generations.
For over 150 years, Fall River has been a leader in environmental preservation. The Southeastern Massachusetts Bioreserve ensures forests and fields remain undeveloped and accessible. The Community Preservation Act is a vital component to fulfill climate goals.
Since 2017, CPA funds totaling nearly $1.3 million have been used to acquire conservation areas in Fall River. Educational programs within the bioreserve connect families to nature and promote understanding and respect for diverse culture, history, and wildlife.
Half of Fall River, about 12,000 acres, an area the size of Mattapoisett, is protected water and woodland. Healthy forests minimize flooding, reduce erosion, and provide habitat for endangered species.
As the region expands manufacturing and technology, people are directly reliant on green infrastructure as an irreplaceable source of clean water and air.
Miles of trails wind through unique landscapes which appeal to hikers, cross-country skiers, and mountain bikers. Specific areas are open for safe seasonal hunting. The bioreserve promises endless discoveries and recreational experiences year-round.
CPA funds have supported thousands of significant projects in Massachusetts. Thank you for your continued interest in community beautification and betterment.
Welcome back, everybody, to Dartmouth Memorial Stadium. And second half is underway. What a wild, I'll say it again, what a wild finish to the first half. I haven't seen anything like that in a long time. In a game that was scoreless for a while. Some great plays, particularly by the Dartmouth goalie here, Carter Bates. Ignacio hasn't really been tested. Really, the only time he was tested was the penalty kick, which was just really shouldn't have even happened, but Durfee double teaming Macedo down in the box, and you know, credit to him, he never stopped. He kept fighting for the ball to try to get a shot off, and he was tripped up. So, I mean, the penalty is clean, but when I say shouldn't have happened, I say, well, you just had gotten the lead, and kind of a tough situation. Well, Durfee ended up answering anyway. They ended up with another goal on one of the sweetest passes you'll see in high school soccer. I mean, really textbook, as they say, right? So Durfee with a 2-1 lead. That last goal for Durfee. was by Patrick Barros. And out of bounds it goes. Masuko will throw. Of course, we've switched sides here, as we always do at halftime. So Durfee now working south to north on their offensive attack. We still have not seen the return of Evan Carvalho, as Bates has to make a play. Nice shot on net. So Carvalho not back into the game here to start the second half. Not necessarily a good sign for Durfee, as he came out about halfway through the first half with a pretty significant limp. Very gingerly walking on his right foot, right leg. Kind of happened away from the play after the ball was kicked away and he was down. So didn't really see exactly what happened. But nonetheless, not in the game right now. So hopefully nothing long-term for the Hilltoppers. Good defense there by Sokol. And a corner kick coming for Dartmouth. Another one. Martinez will kick. And that one going out of bounds. Good, strong kick there. Down the field for Durfee. That was Marquez with the send. And now trying to get it free. Header to Correa. Down the line, it's gonna be tough to get there, and it's out of bounds. They were looking for Barros again. Off the head there of Bissett. Another throw for Durfee. Bursaquo. Now shot taken by Damas, and the scoop and quick roll out there from Bates. That one lofted toward the box, onside. Another great pass, and turning back around, Barros. Interesting decision. I'm not sure why he didn't take the shot on net, but kind of a squandered opportunity. That was a beautiful pass. Out of bounds. More clouds rolling in. Very dark to the north. Correa settles it back to Marquez. Pops straight up. Look out. Could see that coming a mile away. Free kick for the Hilltoppers. As Martinez and Marquez got tangled up there going for the header. Zokol gets there first. He'll dump it off to Inacio. And Inacio will kick it away. Going to Correa. Settles it beautifully. Sticking the landing and leads Barros too far ahead. Masuko with the throw. That's a foul. Damas doesn't like the call, but I mean, that's you can't just come in and hit someone from the back. So Marquez, his momentum took him right into Martinez. It is what it is. Bissett, free kick. That one on target, right to the box. And now cleared out by Durfee. Bursaquo down to the turf, trying to hook that one around Masuko, and could not do so. Now Medeiros. Out of bounds. And it's a goal kick. Good defense from Bogan right there. He's come in and answered the bell once Carvalho went down. He's taken over. Back to Correa. Sprint to the ball. Medeiros and Barros. Medeiros cuts it off and cleans it out. Nice defense. Inacio comes out. Cleans it out there as well. Fed to Barros again. Barros lost it for the moment. Kept up in the zone for Durfee. Damas. Still up the field. Loose ball cleared by Carter. Far side. Kept in and now out of play. Durfee will throw. And look who's coming back. Evan Carvalho. After extended time on the bench. Will come back in, and Danny Bogan will come out, the sophomore for Durfee, with some great minutes. Sokol will send that one to Marquez right at the sideline. It's kept in. Back up the field again. Still in play, Masuko off the head. Bersaquo cuts it off. Barros towing it, keeps it in play. Really good control there. And sent to the sideline by Almeida. Martinez was going to take it, and then he gives way to Masuko, who will throw in to Nathan Pilling. Another throw coming for Dartmouth here. Waiting on the ball. Sent netward, crossing the box, on the ground, and out of play. Gabriel Ferreira coming back in as well. Bersaquo will take a seat. Correa triple teamed and it's taken away from him. Back towards the Durfee defense. Raposa has some help. Going to pass it off to Martinez on the near side. Now crossing pass. Still in the box. Durfee not able to clear it out. Martinez. Out of bounds it goes as he tumbles down. And it'll be a goal kick for the Hilltoppers, I believe. No, corner kick, excuse me. Comes out, kicked back by Martinez. He'll send it back again. Now Durfee clearing it out. Free kick on the ground. Loose in front. Sokol chasing down Ethan Medeiros. And Durfee sends it out of the box. Right in the area of Ferreira. And Sylvia. Nice job there, Durfee getting it back to midfield. Out of bounds. Damas passing to Barros. And Bissett went down. Free kick for Durfee. Marquez, header, it was on target, the kick was, and Durfee not able to square it up on net. Ball in front again. I'll tell you one thing is as much as Durfee, I thought, controlled most of that first half, Dartmouth has really answered that challenge here in the second half. They have really tested Durfee's defense here in these first 19 minutes of this, or 18 and change of this second half. Durfee has not had a lot of opportunities on the offensive attack. The midfield defense, that first line of defense before the actual defenders, really has tightened up and gotten quicker for Dartmouth, and it's lending itself to a lot of play up the field for Dartmouth. Defenders are not having to do too much down the backside of the field. It's really kind of an opposite of what we saw in that first half. Lofted ahead, Ferreira is there. Pass to Ferreira, shot taken, and he went down in the box. Great opportunity there, another good set from Damas. Hilltoppers collide there, Sokol and Correa. Now to Ferreira. Right to Bates, and he makes the catch. Correa had Martinez breaking behind him. Indians forging ahead here. They have numbers, or they had numbers now. Durfee getting back quickly. Out of bounds along the sideline. Dartmouth will throw. Clear it out. Out of bounds, and Souza will grab it and throw. Correa electing not to go full send. I'm a little surprised. Good throw from the Indians, cut off there by Marquez. The head shot there back toward the middle of the field. Damas with the pass to Ferreira, impeded and broken up by the Indians. Nice job by Medeiros to defend there. Great effort there by Sokol. Now the dark clouds here, we may get a little sprinkle in these last 15, 16 minutes before it's all said and done. Hopefully not. As that one coming toward the bench for Dartmouth. But not out of the realm of possibility. Just a little cell on the map. Damas goes down there wildly and draws the whistle. I have a late whistle. Very aggressively going at it, and it's going to be a free kick for Durfee. David Montero running camera for us today and said he's already felt a couple drops. Hopefully it won't be anything more than that. Blocked. Barros to Correa. Ferreira back to Barros, and it's broken up again. Raposa well offsides. Gonna send it to Inacio. Out of bounds. The goal kick for the Hilltoppers. Damas. And that is cleared by Medeiros. And Ignacio makes the play on the slide. Marquez going to Barros. Barros trying to get around Medeiros. Can't. And it's out of bounds. It'll be Dartmouth ball. Shot taken will go over. No good. Corner kick for the Hilltoppers, far side of the field. And crossing here and out of bounds. Excuse me, out of the box rather. Correa there. Up the field, Raposo. Good feed to Raposo. Gets around Sokol. And tripped up in the box. Another bad foul down in the box for Durfee. Cost them a goal at the end of the first half. Sylvia netting that penalty kick, and now he'll be asked to tie it up again on the second penalty kick of the game for Durfee. And it's good. Two costly fouls for the Hilltoppers. They have allowed themselves to be tied in this game, a game that they probably should be leading 2-0 right now. No need to commit fouls like that, especially when you have a lead this late in the game. You play conservative. Let your goalie do his job. And Ignacio's been great tonight. Penalty kick coming at 30 minutes, 17 seconds here in the second half. Out of bounds. And it'll be a corner kick for Dartmouth. Shower has, clouds have opened up here, showering here at the stadium. And we're under 10 minutes. Towards the goal, header, still in the box. Missed kick from Martinez, now cleared out by Durfee. Back toward the box again. Hilltoppers trying to clear. DeMoss to Bersico down this end of the field. Back to Correa. Barros. And it's cleared out. Good pass to Correa down in the corner. Tries centering one. It's popped straight up. That's going to go out of bounds. And it'll be a corner kick for the Hilltoppers. Kick on its way toward the box. It'll go past the goal. Wet ball. Make it a little more challenging. Damas in front. Shot taken is blocked. Comes back out again. Barros now will take a shot. Still has possession. Now it leaves the box. Bersico offside. Out of bounds, and a quick throw from Martinez. Be a free kick for Dartmouth on one of the latest whistles you're going to hear. Bissett will kick from the 40. Rolling up on 5 minutes to play. Right in the hands of Inacio. Gonna throw it out. Strong throw to Bersico, and he gets knocked down by Bissett. Marquez, good strong kick. Not a great kick there from Inacio. I mean, the wet ball again, playing it on the bounce, kind of towed it. Didn't square up on it that well. And again, with the rain now here, everything wet on the field. Just a brief shower, really. Nothing crazy, just kind of appeared on the map. Kind of like last night. We got quick downpour in Fall River. We're doing school committee and hear this noise on the roof. And like, what the heck is that? And there was nothing on the radar. It was a shot taken, blocked by Bates. Still in play in the box. Across the box. That's hands in the box. Indians getting away with one right there. Sokol will get there. Sending it to Inacio, and it's going to be a corner kick for the Indians. Couple really weird, sloppy plays by Durfee. Right to Inacio. Marquez. That's going to be a foul? No, this time no foul. Can't figure it out. Good punt there from Inacio. A lot of power behind that one. Indians take the shot. It's going to sail over the crossbar and out of play. 2 minutes to go. Macedo, who just took that shot, heading to the bench now as Ethan Medeiros into the game. It's a good pass up the field. Barros passing. Lost possession. Shot taken is blocked. It comes back out to midfield toward Medeiros, who just came in. Broken up. Durfee with the throw. Under a minute, unofficially. Free kick, Martinez lobbing one. Oh, they say it was not supposed to be a free kick. It was supposed to be a throw. Bissett with the throw in. Look at the speed from Bersaquo. Great defense from Medeiros. He got there first, but Bersaquo was closing. Time running out here. Clock has wound down on our end here, unofficially, the timer. And that is the game. There it is. Well, this is one Durfee's going to want back, that's for sure. A 2-2 draw, both of Dartmouth's goals on penalty kicks, so that's showing you fouls in the box. And that last one, honestly, you got to be careful. You got to be more cautious. Sure, you don't want to let the shot go off, but you're down in the corner. It's not like it was from point-blank range right in front of the goal. And it puts Inacio in a tough spot. You're up 2-1 late in the game, 10 minutes to go. That was not a good foul for the Hilltoppers. I mean, no foul is a good foul, but that one especially bad as it put Dartmouth in a penalty kick situation for the second time, and both goals for Dartmouth coming there on free balls. One-on-one against Inacio. Both to the credit of Nicholas Sylvia, the junior captain for the Indians, who netted both of them. Dartmouth's defense much better in the second half, that's for sure. Not allowing Durfee much once they got down in the zone, really until those last 10 minutes of the game here when Durfee started play a little more aggressively again because they were tied and they wanted that lead back. But this one ends in a 2-2 draw here on Tuesday, the 17th of October. Dartmouth on the road on Thursday at Durfee on the road Thursday at New Bedford before returning home next Tuesday for senior night. For the Indians, they're on the road Thursday at Bridgewater, and then they'll also play on Friday on the road at Apponequet. Bridgewater 6:15 and Apponequet at 4. For Durfee, it's 4 o'clock on Thursday at New Bedford, 6 o'clock back home next Tuesday. That's going to wrap it up here from Dartmouth Memorial Stadium. The Indians tying it on the penalty kick. The Hilltoppers and Dartmouth come to a 2-2 draw here in their rematch for fall 2023. For David Montero on camera tonight, I'm Evan Massoud saying so long. We'll see you Thursday back at Durfee for girls soccer.